is up, my friends? How are you guys doing today? I hope everyone's having a great day. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me for just a little bit and talking about some movies. Before we get started, hit that like and subscribe button so you can get notified when I talk about some cool things. Like this movie we're going to talk about today from 2019, directed by Andrew Patterson, The Vast of Night. Right? This is a little ditty. This is a little homage to 1950 science fiction, guys. There's a hipster, hip kind of radio DJ at a little small town. It's like a little small town radio station. There's a telephone operator, and she and he, they get together to discover what is causing this crazy frequency and sound. And guys, this is really good science fiction writing. Now, I'm not going to tell you a whole lot. This is probably going to be a pretty short review because I can't say a whole lot about it, about the plot, other than they hear a strange noise coming across the radio waves, and over the radio, telephone, stuff like that, and they're trying to figure out what it is, and they play it over the radio. People start calling in, telling these little anecdotes about they've heard the same sound in other places, and, it kind of goes from there. So it's really kind of a mystery. It's a thriller, but it's definitely an homage to 1950 science fiction because we have the setting, we have the era, we have the music. I mean, everything about this, the production design is spot on 1950s. It's a little town in New Mexico. No, not Roswell, but it's a little town in New Mexico. It really does capture the charm of the 1950s science fiction films where, it's like the teenage kids talking to the local sheriff and they're racing around town trying to figure out, the mystery of what's going on. And I really dug that because it wasn't a hard watch. It wasn't something that you really had to just dive into and perhaps even look up afterwards to figure out what was really going on. It was self-explanatory. It was a tight little film where, good writing, concise writing. One scene led to another that progressed the story. It wasn't a bunch of filler and nonsense, yet it was filled with beautiful cinematography. It was filled with fantastic acting, and that writing, like I said, was on point. I loved the feel of the film. I loved the mystery of it. I loved the way that Patterson was able to really connect with the audience and engage us with sound editing and with the atmosphere building, the way he built atmosphere around the characters and around the situations. Because, well, I'll be honest with you, there's not a lot of, if you're expecting sci-fi action where you're seeing, creatures and yada yada, this ain't it. This builds on the tension. I mean, it ups the tension every time you're like, oh man, or somebody tells a story, right? They tell a story about this noise they heard. When the people call in, the stories are engaging. You're listening intently to see what is going on. And just the way that it's written, the way that Andrew Patterson was able to craft this, with the talent he had assembled. Because frankly, I'd never heard of any of the people in this film. There wasn't anybody of note. There weren't A-listers in the film, but everybody performed excellently. I mean, superbly. These kids really, I believed that this kid was talking to a girl in the 1950s and using the bopper slang or whatever they used back then. Like, cool, daddy-o, and that kind of stuff. Like, it was really believable. That's what I'm going to say about it. It was just, it captured the 1950s. It captured that science fiction vibe. And I just really, really enjoyed something that was different. In a landscape full of science fiction that deals with space exploration. Because let's face it, a lot of stuff nowadays is like parallel universe, black hole traveling, and, it's all outer space based. This is very terrestrial. This is, a set on Earth, small town. It feels almost like a Close Encounters of the Third Kind, or a, something like that, where you're not really sure what's happening, but you know that it's something weird's going on, and you want to know. You want to figure out. You're trying to figure out before it's revealed. right? And maybe you will, maybe you won't. But it's that pursuit of the mystery that keeps you engaged in this film and makes it so good and entertaining. I give it 2 thumbs up. The Vast of Night is well worth your time. If you want to check it out, it's streaming on Prime right now. But yeah, guys, it's definitely worth it. Absolutely worth it. Give it a shot, especially if you like, old sci-fi. Like 1950s nuclear sci-fi, where they're like the kids are at makeout point, and then all of a sudden a crab monster comes up, and it's a dude in a rubber suit. If you like that kind of science fiction, this is for you. Okay, this is what you want to watch. If you like just well-written science fiction that's believable, this is also for you. So guys, definitely check out The Vast of Night. Again, on Prime, 2 thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't done it already, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Thank you so much once again. And guys, I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them. Peace out, my friends. God bless you, and I will see you soon.